What's up with you guys? It's your girl, the Master Key with Electric Dollar Bills. And I'm back with another video. If you're new to the channel, what's up? I am the Master Key and I am a real estate entrepreneur. I've been working in real estate for about, I don't know, five years or so now. And I do virtual wholesaling. Started in my backyard, but now I travel the world, so obviously I have to do virtual wholesaling. Speaking of traveling, I know I haven't posted for a while, guys. This is my current location. I've been traveling a lot. I've been in maybe 6 or 7 different cities and states in the last month. So it's been kind of hectic, y'all. But I wanted to make a video today about wholesaling. And I'm going to talk about the dark part of wholesaling, the truth about wholesaling, and just some things that you guys need to know if you want to get into the space. So I'm going to take you guys along with me today on my work day. I got some work to get done. So we're going to talk about wholesaling and all that good stuff. So stay tuned. I just made it to a restaurant that I like to come to. And I don't have my microphone, so if y'all can't really hear me, my bad. I like to come here and work sometimes, and I haven't been here in a long time, so that'll be cool. So guys, if you're new to the channel, like I said a little earlier, welcome. My name is the Master Key. I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. Single mother, young teenage mother, did her best to raise us, me and my brothers. I got 2 brothers that I grew up with, and just times was hard. You guys know, a lot of you guys have been through that same situation, so that's kind of what I went through. After I graduated high school, barely, it just wasn't good at school. Sometimes when you in school and it's just so many problems and complications at home, it's hard to focus on school. So I barely passed school. I passed, but I didn't excel or anything, and that's something that to this day, I'm not proud of. I'm not happy about that. I wish I would have did better in school. So I graduated, went to college for a little bit. That really didn't quite work out. I couldn't stay focused, similar to high school. I went to 2 colleges actually. Couldn't really stay focused. Voila. So yeah, I went to college, 2 different colleges. One fresh out of high school, one a year or 2 later. Just trying to do the right thing, trying to make something out of myself. Just really couldn't stay focused, So I started to work. I've worked, I tell people all the time, I've worked 200 plus different type of jobs. It probably wasn't that much, guys. I might be over exaggerating, but similar, somewhere close to 200 different jobs. I've done all type of stuff. So I went through it, just moving out of the house young and just being independent. I just remember, living in my apartment, barely paying rent, not having any money to eat, having a couple of dollars and having to decide, am I going to take these $2 to go to McDonald's, or am I going to take these $2 and get on the bus and be able to get on the bus, right? I remember going through that. I remember it was yesterday, man, and it wasn't good. It wasn't crazy. So it was crazy. It wasn't good. So I just remember those days just working, trying to make something of not even trying to make something of myself, but just trying to take care of myself, trying to support myself, and just working all these dead end jobs that just wasn't paying me anything near what I needed to survive. Like, you guys know, minimum wage has probably been the same since I was working at Burger King. You know, I worked at Wendy's. Not Wendy's. That's one job I didn't work at. I worked at Burger King, I worked at Taco Bell, and I worked at McDonald's. You know, and in those companies, like, I worked there when I was in high school, and when I graduated, I worked at a couple of different establishments. And a lot of those places are still paying the same minimum wage now as they was when I was there. So it's just crazy, definitely crazy. So when I started working in sales when I was about 21 or 21, and that's kind of what got me into sales. Just was a job open and available. I think I knew somebody who worked there, got into sales at a collection agency, and just did really, really well. I had a really good trainer though. I had a really good coach, and I did really, really well. But that job just was not going to work for me. I mean, just seeing the owners, because it was like an owner, and then he had like 5 kids that helped him run the collection agency. So seeing them come in every morning in their Ferraris and their Corvettes and their nice cars, and they'll just walk around and watch us and make sure we were doing what we were supposed to do. And by like before lunch, they would be gone. You wouldn't see them anymore. So I just started to see how their lifestyle was. Like, wow, these, like, they have money. They got a lot of money. So that kind of opened my mind up to like a worker versus a boss. Like, nah, they bosses. They come and go, and they don't have to sit here. I'm the one here 9 hours, 10 hours sitting on this phone, and I didn't like it. So I continued into sales though. I left the collection agency, but I did other type of sales. I've done I've done business to business selling security cameras and point of sale systems. Point of sale systems is pretty much machines that they have like in restaurants and stuff, and then you got the credit card processing. So I started there. I did okay there. I did that for a while. Did good selling that, but the guy I was working for, he was a snake, so I stopped working for him. And then I started doing door-to-door sales, and started to make them, like, now I started making a bigger bag pretty much, because I got into commission, and I learned about commission, and just how commission, you get a little bit more control. Like, hourly, you have no control. There's not enough hours in the day for you to ever build wealth off that. But commission, you got a little bit of control now, and I learned that when I started doing a commission job, right? So there is where I started to learn about real estate, right? Because I would see, like I said, that collection agency, that it put the boss mentality in my mind, and like, okay, these the people getting paid. And then at the door-to-door company I worked at, just, you know, seeing how the owners and stuff, like how they were getting paid. So that kind of put it in my mind. So I started just seeing like people getting really, really wealthy in real estate. Like, and this was before all of the guru stuff, and like everybody is teaching real estate now. Like, everybody is teaching it. Back when I started, it was like maybe 1 or 2 guys on YouTube talking about it, and that's all you had. But now you got thousands of people on YouTube talking about it, and it's very complicated, and it can get confusing. So anyway, that's when I got into it. I left my door-to-door job, and I got serious about real estate, and I started to learn, you know, and put work in and just focus. And I closed my first deal. I made like $3,000, somewhere around there, a little more, a little less. And it wasn't a lot of money, but what it did for me is show me that it was possible. Like, I can make $3,000 in like 4 hours of work. I'm like, yeah, this is nice. So, and from there, I just, you know, I've just been in real estate. Like, there's many ups and downs that I had. I'll share that with you guys in other videos. I don't want to make this video too long. But what I want to talk to you guys today about is just really the wealth building aspect of it all, you know. Alright, y'all, I had to move Well, I didn't have to move. It just really wasn't a good place to record. It was a lot of music, a lot of traffic, loud. It was, you know, because it's partially inside, partially outside. So I just had to move. But let's get back into the video, because I don't want this video to get too long. So, where was I at? I was talking about, okay, so I got into real estate, guys. I got into real estate. That is what I wanted to do. That was my goal. That was my dream. To, you know, start, you know, get like those millionaires that I would see, that I would see and hear about all the time. Like, I would talk to them or see them on something or read about them. And then, you know, they were like so wealthy, so wealthy. And all the businessmen, own real estate. But I didn't know what they were doing. I had no clue. So that's when my journey started. I began to look into real estate. And like I told you guys, I did my first deal. So I knew it was possible. The money was good. But I made a huge mistake, guys. I didn't have a purpose or a plan for what I was doing. I was just trying to make money. And that's exactly what happened. I made money. I made a ton of money very quickly, because at my old commission job, like I said, that's the most money I had ever made. But I was working a lot. I had to work a lot. We worked like 15-hour days, because we would have to come into the office at like 8 in the morning. We would be in the office from like 8 to 12. And then from, at 12, we would ride into wherever we were going to work. So that would take anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours or 3 hours to get to. Then we would work, and we wouldn't leave until like it got dark. So that was like usually 8 o'clock, or in the summertime, sometimes it was 9. So even though I was making good money doing that, I had no time. And in real estate, I learned how to get money and have money and time. And I was just getting money though, guys. I had no purpose. I had no plan. I did get my credit together. I got my credit together. And I just started to get a lot of liabilities, honestly. I was getting a lot of liabilities. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Like, you guys have to have a plan, okay? You have to have a plan when you get into this business. Don't just do it to do it. Don't just do it to get money, because that will not sustain you. It will not keep you motivated. Money is not something that can keep you motivated. And even though it is, because you always going to care about your livelihood, it's just not something that really to get you like going. You need a bigger purpose. You need a bigger plan. And also, wholesaling can get very tedious. So if you think about, okay, a wholesale business, like, you need to know what you want to do with that. Because it takes a lot of work. And after you get to doing it, and it's just like, now what? Like, you go through ups and downs. It can be very emotional if you don't have good people around you, that's keeping you, keeping your head where it need to be. So I just want you guys to understand that you need to have a plan, and you need to have a purpose for what you're doing with your money, or you're going to end up, like I did, my first go around, made a lot of money, tons of money, got a lot of liabilities. I went from, when I first started making money, like, I didn't really have no bills. I was staying with my mom on her couch, because I wanted to move out of town, but I couldn't get a place because my credit was bad. So I just moved with my mom temporarily till I found the place. But I never ended up being able to get a place because my credit was so bad, I couldn't get approved anywhere. So that's when I actually did my first deal. I was sleeping on my mom's floor or her couch, depending on what was available that day, because, it was a ton of people living in that house. We had about, between me, my family, my mom, my nieces, and my nephews, it was like 8 people living in that house. And then my mom's boyfriend, oh my goodness, I forgot about him. So it was like a 2-bedroom apartment. But then I was able to get my first deal. No, actually, it wasn't my first deal. I had already got my first deal before that. I had started to get consistent deals, so that when I was living with my mom, I think I hit for like 4 or 5 deals in 1 month. And I think I had got like 20, almost like maybe $30,000 at one time. And then I moved out, and I had got an apartment. So I didn't move out of town right away because my credit was still bad. But I did get a little beat up car from a car dealership that was well overpriced. And I got that car just to build my credit and to stop paying for rental cars. I was paying for rental cars. I was paying $800 a month in rental cars just because I didn't have a vehicle, and I didn't have credit. So I was doing like, when I was doing like, it was like a Uber Eats, but it was called Skip the Dishes. I think they're out of business now, but I was doing that for money. So the money I was making I was actually using to pay for my rental car. So that was kind of dumb, but hey, I had to survive. And so when I moved out and got my own place, my rent was pretty low. My car note was really low, so my rent was like $750. But my fiance, she was working too, so at the time, so maybe we not splitting it, but I didn't maybe have to pay those $750, but I think I was anyway still. So maybe my rent was like $750. My car note was like, if I can remember exactly, it was like I think it was $178, if I can guess. So my bills was like under $1,000, and that's not including like food. But and then I started making money. I had made that $20,000-$30,000. I said, like, I was very, very frugal for like a whole year, and I was just stacking all my money. And then I had like all this money stacked, and I just went nuts, y'all. And I bought a lot of stupid liabilities. Some stuff I bought, I thought it was going to be, I was investing to myself, but I didn't focus. So I bought a brand new car I wanted, brand new Jeep Wrangler Sahara, brand new. I was the first person that owned it, like a couple miles right off the lot. And honestly, the crazy thing was, about a day, everything I had to go through to get my little beater, they made it harder for me to get my little beater than they did to get me the brand new Jeep. And the reason was because of my credit. So that's an important thing too, guys. Credit is super important, but we're going to talk about that later in another video. But guys, I just want you to know like what you're doing. Like, have a plan, have a purpose with wholesaling. Unless you just like want to make it a business, but you have to know how to make it a business. You got to know who you need on your team. And what I learned though, when I got all those liabilities, how important assets was. Because at the time I had no rental properties, none. I knew I needed rental properties, but I just wasn't focused on it. Like I'm saying, guys, I didn't have no plan, I didn't have no purpose. So burnout is real. Burnout is real. If you don't have that energy, you don't have that excitement for the game, for the business, you can get burnt out, and then you can just start buying stuff, and then you can really mess up really bad. So I just want you guys to know, like, wholesaling, it could be a way to get a lot of money fast, but the money is not sustainable if you don't have a goal or a plan about what you're going to do with your money. So I learned that the hard way, and I want you guys to know, like, what is your goal? What is you guys' goals? Like, what do you want to do? And all that money that I had and that good credit at that time, I shouldn't have been focused on nothing but getting rental properties, because that's my goal. That's what I want to do. And cash flow is king. And I didn't do that. And so I had to piggyback. I had to make mistakes, build myself back up, make another mistake, build myself back up. I had to do that a few times before I started to get rental properties. So we're going to talk about that too, guys. I'm going to talk more to you guys about how I get my rental properties for free. I'm going to talk to you guys about how I get the rental properties that nobody is getting for the low. Because with the market being the way that it is right now, like the regular ways of finding like motivated sellers is kind of sketchy right now. And like I said, everything's oversaturated, and sellers is getting hip to wholesalers and investors and what investors are doing. So, you know, you have to strategize. You have to figure out what is it that you want to do and find a strategy to focus on that. So
you can lose in this business. You can get lost in this business. This business can drain you and burn you out if you don't know what you're doing, or more importantly, if you don't know where you're going. So I just want you guys to think about that. Just know that just coming in this business, getting some money, and thinking that everything is going to be good for you guys is not how it works. But today, I do have rental income that is able to pay me every month, that I can use to pay my bills. Now I'm able to travel the world. So I've came a long way from where I started. And now I'm able to just travel. I'm able to do all these different things. I'm going to start vlogging more on this channel. Just showing you guys more into my life. Like when I'm working on my rental properties, when I'm doing project management, when I'm fixing up properties, when I'm structuring these deals, I'm going to actually get hands-on and show you guys more of what I'm doing. And I'm going to show you some traveling stuff too. I'll show you guys a little bit of some of the places that I've traveled to, but I'm going to just, show you guys more. And I'm going to show you guys how to do this the right way. I'm going to show you how to plan your future, your strategies, and how to pretty much get the life that you want, because money isn't going to solve all your problems. And money, especially when you get money and then you lose money, because it's easy to, especially when you start, man, you'd be surprised how fast money goes. And I was very frugal though. Like, because I was frugal, like, I kept my head above water for a very, very long time. Very, very long time. Just not spending. But once I started getting all these liabilities, and my bills went from, I think it was like I said, my rent was like $7, my car note was like almost $200. So my bill was like $1,500 a month. I got my bills as high as like $6,000 a month. I spent $6,000 a month. I had a brand new car. I ended up getting a condo, a loft actually, downtown Cleveland, before I moved to Atlanta. Atlanta is where I was trying to move. I didn't move because my credit was bad. I couldn't find a place, so I ended up staying in Cleveland. But after like a year or 2 years, I was able to get my credit together and all that, and actually get to Atlanta and achieve my goal. And once I got to Atlanta, I got like a 3,000 square foot house, big ass house. Like, it was technically a 3-bedroom, but it really was like a 5-bedroom house. It was like an acre of land, and just beautiful, 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 beautiful home. I was able to get that, and obviously, so my bills, my liabilities just blew out the roof, and I was able to sustain it. But if you don't have a focus in your business, like, you need something to push you to get up in the morning, and I lost sight of that a few times. So I just want you guys to not make the same mistakes that I made, and do right by your money, and do right by yourself, so you don't get put in some of those positions. So that's all I got for you guys for this video. Let me know what you guys think. What are some struggles you guys are having? What's some things you want to learn? And I'm gonna start going live on my social media to kind of connect with you guys more, so you guys can ask me questions and stuff. I don't know what day I'm gonna do it yet, but I'll definitely announce it to you guys. So you can follow me over there at the Master Key. I'll drop that right here. That's TheMastarkey on Instagram. Yeah, so let's get some stuff done. I want to help you guys, so meet me over there. We're gonna go live. I'm gonna ask you questions. I'm gonna help you guys. I'm gonna show you how to build wealth. Land, guys. Land. This is a perfect opportunity to get land. I'm gonna show you guys how to get land with not much of any money out your pockets. I'm gonna show you guys how to get rental properties with no money out your pockets, and to get them cash flowing for you without even have to put work into them, depending on which ones you get. Wholesaling, I'm gonna show you guys how to wholesale. We're gonna talk about credit. I'm gonna show you guys, we're gonna talk about how to build credit, and we're gonna just talk about wealth building all the way and being financially fit. Talk about the pillars, the 5 pillars of finances. It's probably actually more than 5, but we're gonna go break all of that down. So we're just gonna talk about it. We're gonna get really into the money part of life, so you could be financially healthy. And you know, when you're financially healthy, it helps everything else in your life. So that's all I got for you guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not. Like this video, share it with somebody who you think can help, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.